What if we had more of an ability of using our consciousness? What if more of us had the ability to use psychic ability? What if we could locate things and find things and get information by using our mind and consciousness to put them in those places on a more phenomenon type level? Well, you're at the right place right now today, guys, because we actually have evidence that the US government has tried to do this and it may have worked, or it did work. And before we get started, guys, thank you for watching. It's Verdejo. Welcome to It's Verdejo. And let's get ready to go. Now, y'all know how I do, and I like to show proof. Wikipedia to me is not proof, but we're going to start there because you Google something like, oh man, I hear something, and I hear about this thing called the Stargate Project. So boom, here we go. Stargate Project. All right. Don't just listen to me. All right. Stargate Project was a secret U.S. Army unit established in 1977. Okay. It was to investigate the potential of psychic phenomena in military and domestic intelligence applications. Now, they had heard before they started this, they heard that the Russians were already doing this, that they were spying with psychics. So I think this is something, because it's around Cold War time. I think this is something where they decided to do because the Russians were doing it. Like, well, if the Russians could do it, so can we. And who knows what the Germans figured out during World War II, messing around with people as well. And I've heard some stuff that they figured out a lot of things. But the Stargate Project worked primarily involved with remote viewing, right? So remote viewing is when you get the ability to psychically, see events, sites, and information from a great distance. So you're pretty much moving your consciousness somewhere and checking it out. It's like an out-of-body experience in a sense, okay? The project was overseen until 1987 by Lieutenant Frederick Holmes, aka Skip. All right. And then they later used for aid, psychic hunter, and for aid. So he later used aid of the Monroe Institute. Now, the Stargate Project was just a part of this conversation. That was something that they started to, that's something they tried so that they can see if they could remote view like what they were hearing what the Russians were doing. And I think they actually did do it. I've actually seen some interviews on like Sean Ryan and stuff where these guys talk about it, or a lady talks about it. They talk about them actually being in a remote view. But the biggest thing to this is that when they were doing this, they had this guy Monroe, Robert Monroe was his actual name. This guy had this guy named Robert Monroe who actually was already doing this stuff. He was a radio guy, who like knew sound very well, and he learned that frequencies can actually alter your state, and it's frequencies in different ears. And he found that if you could listen to frequency on that side, on your left side versus your right side, that it would pretty much channel into your left and right hemisphere of your brain. And he called it Hemi-Sync, where you would take frequencies. And before all this, they would do meditation, relaxation, meditation, breathing exercises, and then they would throw these frequencies in their ears on top of with headphones on, because they have headphones on. They also did in a very quiet room, dark room, and at least dark room in the beginning, and then I think they dimmed it a little bit as time went by. But it had to be very quiet, it had to be very relaxed, very in your mind, and they would also use along with the relaxation, meditation, and frequencies, they would use like words of affirmation of getting into that state, along with some other things. And people actually had out-of-body experiences. Now, this was also something that was declassified as well. So the Stargate Project right here, I want to go ahead and show you guys. So you guys go to the CIA website, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's see. Let me do like this. CIA website, right? .gov. Okay. If you guys go down here and you look at this right over here, Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, you can find a lot of these declassified files in here. People don't know, but the truth is in plain sight, guys. So, or you just Google it, because it ends up taking you to either what you're exactly looking for. So here goes the proof of the Stargate Project being a thing. So Stargate Project, right? Declassified files. Gives you a preface of all that. A little table of contents for you guys. Look at that. Closing, shielded viewing, long distance, retrocognitive, long distance, precognitive. And then it just talks about all the stuff. Now, I'm not going to break this down and read it all to you guys, but you guys can literally Google the Stargate Project. And it might take you some other bullcrap too, but look at the CIA.gov links, and you'll see this, or you say Stargate Project overview, and you'll see this document. You can look at it, check it out. It talks about, the trainees trying to remote view and get in that, and what the whole project was about, whether it worked or not. And yeah, pretty cool. And by the time this came out, they had actually integrated the Gateway program with it. So you could also look at the Gateway program, which is now declassified as well, and come over here. You could go to the website. So this was the Gateway program, Monroe Institute. Robert Monroe made it, right? Robert Monroe, a New York broadcasting executive, began having experiences that drastically altered his life, okay? And it pretty much was him using, listening to headphones, and he heard different frequencies, and boom, he noticed he was kind of in a different state. So then he started using frequencies along with, like I said, meditation, relaxation, words of affirmation, all that stuff. And people were actually having out-of-body experiences. Now, I heard you actually could still go do this for maybe 2-3K. You can go to one of those retreats and try one of these things. You can also look up the Gateway program tapes, and they also will help you get into this state, supposedly. Now, you could, once again, all you got to do is type it in, the Gateway program. It'll take you to CIA.gov, and you'll be able to look at it and boom, see it. So more proof that this thing is legit, that people were really having out-of-body experiences. People were really able to remote view. And they even said that some people even had out-of-body experiences where they were able to get information, data, and possibly travel through space and time. Also travel between realities. And they have this thing called the absolute. And I don't want to I want to tell you all a lot, but I'll start geeking out on it, and just check it out, read about it. I also don't want to tell y'all wrong, but check it out and read about it. And it pretty much talks about how people were having out-of-body experiences in the reality. Even people got scared of having it because they didn't want to get lost in another reality. And some people say be careful with this, because some people could get lost in another reality and never make it back to their own reality after they go to out of experience. Pretty much showed that this is kind of a simulation, and it shows that the way we see things, the way our consciousnesses see things, is a lot more elaborate than what we think, and that our consciousnesses are also connected. So check that out, guys. Now, this is so that's Gateway program. This is just about how it kind of works, and they have different states of it. So focus 12, focus 10, focus 15. So they have these different states of being, different states of consciousness, or in your mind. Okay. And then they had analysis. So this analysis and assessment was, and you could type this in too, just type in the analysis and assessment of the Gateway program, and it'll take you, I can show you guys right now again, just so you guys know I'm not BSing. Okay, so I could type in, I just type in Gateway program. Now, supposedly, there's a page missing in some of these documents because there's multiple documents, but I just typed, boom, hit that, boom, and you're there, boom, and you can read all about it. It's 29 pages. Supposedly, in this one, there's a page missing, and somebody, I think they said it was page 25 that was truly missing. And see, that's 1, 2. Oh, you guys can count. Look, but supposedly that page that's missing talks about like almost like manifestation. I mean, I truly believe that our mind is the most powerful thing, and I'm gonna touch upon that at the end for you guys and tell you what I really think about this whole thing and between the Stargate program and the Gateway program. But I just want to show you guys, like, you know, you're wondering, like, I wonder if we have we can enhance our brain to integrate with our consciousness. Can we enhance our brain to be able to view things we can't see? And yeah, I think we can. And I think I'm not saying I think this guy obviously proved it. Once again, he used this thing called Hemi-Sync, which was using frequencies on different sounds in each ear, which would sync the left and right hemisphere of your brain together. Okay, so that's pretty much kind of how this worked. And then it has, like, you had physicians and scientists looking into this to prove whether this was legit or not. And this paper pretty much proves that it is legit, that people really can heighten their level of consciousness, have out-of-body experiences, and possibly do more, like travel through reality or space and time. Pretty cool. Would like to try it. Kind of scary at the same time if you got lost out of reality. But yeah. So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna be honest. So this is what I think. And back to page 25 that they say that they think is missing. And the Monroe Institute said they didn't leave any information out. They gave it all to the CIA. But based on the research I had looked up, but that page pretty much talks about, like, our ability. We've all had disability, and we all are possible of disability, and that manifestate, like, it kind of, to me, it's based on what I've like when I was researching, I found somebody who had looked at it, and who knows if they were right who had it, but I truly believe this too, that if you believe that something good is going to happen, you believe you're going to be successful, you believe you're going to do something, you're going to achieve something, that you can manifest that to happen. Manifestation as in believing it so much that it can happen, that it does happen. Also with putting in the work, though. Don't get that twisted. You also got to put in the work. But I believe in manifestation. But first and foremost, I do believe in God first and foremost. And you got to believe in him first, pray to him, and he will lead you to where you want to go, and make the things that you want to happen at the right time for you, even though you want it to happen sooner. But I also believe a part of that was, believing it yourself as well. Like when Jesus and the apostles were out, Jesus was healing people, and he sent the apostles out to heal people. You had to truly believe that. You had to manifest that you were really going to heal that person, and believe that God was going to give you that ability. You had to have that faith. You had to have that faith and that almost manifestation of believing that God was so real that really was going to happen. There was no other way it was going to happen. So in the same aspect of this one, the manifestation of realities that you're able to do and jump into different realities and affect, possibly time and space, it's pretty much you and your mind using your consciousness to pretty much have power in your world. I do believe we're in a sort of a simulation where it's God's simulation, and that, things can be controlled by God, but we also have more control over our own life and brain and consciousness and energy around us, and that there could possibly be dimensions around us. Like, just like, once again, I believe in aliens. I believe in possible different dimensions of realities. I believe possibly we can move through, the future and the past. But it doesn't take away that God still exists. He does. And that's kind of when they talk about the absolute, you think, man, that almost sounds like kind of like a heaven, where all the information is and all the consciousnesses are connected into one. Which absolute would be kind of cool to do if you decided to do this Gateway program and you made it to the absolute. That'd be awesome. Just hopefully you make it back. But the truth is in the pudding, guys. So they've really had people supposedly do remote viewing. You could read about that too in the documents, and you could also there's also some interviews out there where people had remote viewed, and you could listen to those and watch those. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up a video of someone of an interview where somebody was remote viewing. Okay, so here we go. Here goes a video of somebody remote viewing. They're saying day 1 in the Monroe Institute for remote viewing. So let's watch this little clip right here.
In the class, we're blowing their people who are brand new to remote viewing in the class. We're blowing their own minds on how well they could see things they had no idea about. All they give you is a reference number. They give you a blank sheet of paper and they say B43, go. That's it. Yeah.
B43.
It's the fucking number on the envelope of the image that you're supposed to look into the envelope and see what's in there.
Day 1, week 1, at the Monroe Institute for Remote Viewing. You get an envelope with a photograph.
You don't even get the envelope. You can't touch it. They've got a stack of envelopes up front. They say your name, and then they give you a reference number out of their stack of envelopes is up the front. And so you get a letter and a number, or just sometimes a number, or just sometimes a couple of letters or whatever it is, and that's it. That's all you get. People who are brand new to remote viewing in the class.
And he's pretty much that they're doing that, and people are actually able to actually figure, like, know what's in the envelope. Let's see. Let's watch this guy real quick.
I think where the mistake's made is in the term remote viewing. That implies seeing it. You kind of aren't. The whole thing about I think where the mistake's made is in the term remote viewing. That implies seeing it. You kind of aren't seeing it, but you are. What it is, it's a compilation of all of your senses.
All right, I just want to say this, give shout outs to Sean Ryan Show Clips at Sean Ryan Show Clips. Go ahead and subscribe for him, guys. He doesn't do anything for me. I'm just saying that because I'm using his videos, so some of his clips. So go ahead and subscribe to that guy because he's got some good stuff, and watch his actual shows.
Most people go into remote viewing thinking, I'm going to see something, and so they're totally and completely dependent on their eyes. It's not just your vision. Where they make a mistake is they make a mistake in naming things or having the need to say what it is. Nobody wants to know what it is. They want descriptors of it. How did the spy from South Africa encrypt his messages? And they put it in a double-wrapped opaque envelope, and they put A on it. And I go in a room and they throw the envelope with A on it on a table. And they say, tell us about A. Something else gets you to the target. What we think it is, and I wrote a paper on this 35 years ago. It's intention, attention to detail about the target, and expectation for outcome. The whole thing about remote viewing is there's only one way to do it. You got to perfect the protocol. You got to practice it till you can't stand it any longer. Or when you use it for only the best targets, like missing kids or something, because I think eventually you get burned out. And the reason why is it's the way your subconscious talks to your conscious mind. The problem is the subconscious has no language of its own. So what it does is it borrows from the conscious mind. It's going to borrow something from the conscious mind that's not exact. So if it's a sewage processing plant, they may show you a backyard swimming pool. The first thing you should do is take the facts that make it a backyard swimming pool and tear them apart. If I were to leap into it, would that be pleasant? Oh, God, no. Okay, so we know it's not water. If I were to put some in a glass and taste it, oh, geez, forget it, And then it goes to smell, and it goes to touch, and it goes to a lot of other things. It's sort of, you got to interpret what your subconscious is trying to tell you.
So it's not just apples to apples where you just see, per se. But I wonder if this is like, I don't know if you would consider this remote viewing, but I was watching this the other day.
So you want to demonstrate some of this stuff? You got your blind.
All right, so here goes an example. This lady is fully blindfolded and she's able to see stuff. You can check out the Danny Jones podcast. Once again, this is not my footage. This is his. Go ahead and subscribe to him. Check him out. He's actually really good as well, man. He's he got some cool stuff. I saw this one. I was like, man, this is a great video. But this lady surprises you.
Blindfolds.
So I have several.
I got one too. You brought me one too.
I have several blindfolds. They're all different. So these are all blackout masks.
Yeah, I can't see anything. It's completely black.
Yeah, so these are all different ones. They're all blackout. And right here is a closed square.
Okay, so
like hard plastic blindfolds with.
So let's see how good I can do right now. Let me see if I can see behind me. I'm just curious because the ones
Steve,
behind
you want to
me.
grab
Now she said she sees the best in front of her.
some of these and hold them up behind her and see if she can see them. Help her out.
Yeah.
Well, this one right here is a closed square.
Yeah, that's a black square.
Okay, let me shake. This is a closed circle.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Yo, this is crazy.
Oh, is this like a open plus?
Open plus sign, yep.
Okay.
I would want to call it an X.
And this one is what is this? It's a closed something. Closed square?
Yep.
Okay. It confused me because I'm like, didn't I already see a square? What the? Is this a closed triangle?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I thought,
Wow.
Again, I was like, did I see that already? This is
lady
a,
ridiculous.
wait a minute.
Okay, so
Is this a, this is not a plus, is it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. This is an open something.
Yep.
Come on. Is it an open triangle?
It is.
So she moves it around. She says she has like windows back there, and she can't really see. But it's like it's got to be your consciousness going back there and looking. It's like, or they call it like a derma something. I don't know. Something like with the skin is what they're saying. But her daughter has so much more ability than her. I was watching another video, and her daughter's like could pretty much talk to a kid like through her through telekinesis, like telepathy. It's crazy. All right, now I guess we could finish this clip, and then she does one on like.
Okay, that's why. Okay, well, I'll do two more. Open circle.
Yep.
And this is a plus.
That's a plus. That's correct.
Yes. Okay.
And those were all behind.
All right, so here's another clip where she puts on another mask. Here we go.
They shouldn't, but I do. I recommend when you first start, make sure that it's totally covering my eyes.
Okay.
You could condition yourself. I can when I put on the blindfold.
So Danny Jones takes books that he has up under, I guess, his table that she hasn't even seen. You know, you can't really see them, and she is going to be able to read them with fully blindfolded. You see how much blindfold she's putting on now? She put on those plus another. So there's no way she can see.
Okay. How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up now?
It's 1. See, the windows are kind of small, but yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now she says anybody can learn this. Anybody can learn this. I'm about to buy me a blindfold, guys, to try this. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, I got a stack of books here
Okay.
that you have not seen.
Now, what do y'all think? Do you guys think she's gonna get any of them wrong? Do you think that she has this psychic ability? And the reason why we're actually watching this now and pertaining to what we're looking at, the Stargate Project and the Gateway Program, was because our consciousness has more ability than what we think they do. So, and here's some proof.
There, I'm going to keep them under the desk.
Come on, open. Oh, they're starting to open. Yay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, hopefully I can see. Okay, let's do it.
So she's saying like her windows, like it's almost like she can only see in certain areas. And she was like, I don't know, I can't, like they're not opening, I can't see. And now she can see. I have no idea what this looks like to her, but man, watch this. This is just going to be mind blowing.
So this says Area 51. It says, what is that? Uncensored. What did that say? Something top secret military base.
Yep, that's right.
Mm.
My God.
That's detail, guys.
Okay, so this one is windows open.
So she moves around so she can kind of find that window where she could see. Hard to understand, but at the same time, it makes sense.
It says Mother of God.
Yep.
Okay. It's starting to open more. I'm starting to see on both sides now. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yay.
She says she sees best front, and it's harder for her to see in the back.
This is a weird word, so this might be
okay.
This will test you.
This one says Sataneon.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Bruh. Y'all think this is legit? I do. This ain't the first time I watched something like this.
This is insane.
And that says chaos. Charles Manson.
You can read it through your fingers. She said it before you.
Behind your head, would you be able to see it?
Right now, not so good. I can see the back windows. I can see colors and shapes best right now.
Yeah, she says she sees color shapes better, like brighter colors in the back. but the front she has the best view. I mean, everybody's like, oh, of course she has the best view in the front because you can see this. Guys, come on now. We have more ability than what we think. Mind is a powerful thing.
I don't use them enough.
This one is going to be super easy for you.
Okay. It says cell. It says shadow. Wait. No. Yeah, shadow and cell.
Shadow cell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the hell that just happened.
Wait,
Yo, Danny Jones is mind blown on that one. And I am too, watching it. So, all right, guys. Can we use our consciousness to see more, do more, maybe travel through realities, maybe travel through time and space, maybe just remote view? I think so. But how is the question. Now, once again, you could go look at, you could get the Monroe Institute tapes, and try it out yourself. You know, some people think that would be a bad idea. Maybe they get control of you. I do not know. But I definitely want to figure out how this lady does this, and I want to try that out. As the interview goes by, she actually says she actually helps train blind people to do it, and kids are actually really good at this as well. Her daughter's way better than she is, to the point where like she has that, like she could speak to other kids like through telepathy, and she even talks about it in one of her shows of when she did it with one of her friends' kids. And she said that kids that are good at spelling or do a lot of things that have to do with spelling, I think one of her kids would go like a spelling camp or something like that, they tend to be really good at that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Could it be real? Could it be not? Can we have out-of-body experiences? Do we have more power or consciousness in our mind? I think we do. I believe in manifestation. But first and foremost, I believe in God. You got to believe in him first before anything is possible. But let me know what you guys think. Was it legit? Was it not? Are you guys going to try to, get some blindfolds and try to figure out if you can start seeing stuff, in front of you, behind you, without really looking with your eyes, which is crazy. I believe it's possible. I'm actually going to try that myself. Is remote viewing true? That guy we watched was one of the guys, but I watched a lady as well that could remote view as well, but she supposedly had psychic powers, and it ran in her family all the way to her mom. And I think she had a twin sister as well, and they all had the ability. But her mom was very good at it. She also talks about other stuff on the dark spiritual side a little bit too. Don't know how true that is, but point is I just showed you guys the proof that this stuff has actually been tested. They actually had the government, U.S. government actually had programs on it. They found that it was possible. Supposedly the Russians were doing it around the Cold War times too, using it as spies. And I think that if they really did achieve this at a master level, do you think they would even tell us? I don't. I think if they told us and people figured out that we could do it ourselves, what would we be using it for? We'd be learning the truth about what the government's really doing. We'd be learning the truth about what people are doing. Or some people might be spying like creeps. Who knows? Some people shouldn't even have that ability because they might use it in the wrong way. But once again, guys, the truth is in plain sight. I gave you guys the information and research and showed you how to find it. All you guys got to do is find it, read it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you did not like this video, send it to everybody you don't like and tell them to like and subscribe. And if you love the video, send it to everybody who you think will love the video and tell them to like and subscribe. Thank you again, guys, for watching It's Verdejo. I appreciate you guys. I do this for y'all. Peace. The mind is the most powerful thing, guys. Don't forget that. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching It's Verdejo. Peace.